Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation. I've been sitting here for at least 10-20 minutes, and I was compelled to come out and do a video, but I can't for the life of me get a hook on exactly what wants to share. So I decided, because I'm getting bored, to turn the record button on and ramble on a little bit and see what wants to come through. Maybe it's just time for a video for the state that I'm in now. And I've been experimenting with let the car pass with different immune system builders, and I've had success with a couple different ones, and I've been experimenting like on what I can and can't take. So the last couple weeks have been kind of rough to see what was being helpful and what might have just been unnecessary. And a couple things are necessary: the glutathione with the mutagens in it, and glutathione precursors, and there is a multivitamin that kind of feeds the monkey for the yeast rash, but like 1 or 2 of those a day, like 2 or 3 of those a day. The rare blood disorder that I had from oxygen desaturation, and which causes a breathing disorder and high blood pressure, and immune problems like getting sick really easily, those rectify that. So even though they make me a little itchy, I've returned those and I've been feeling better. And there's this other item called 247, which is a whole bunch of traditional Chinese mushrooms gone through a hot water process, and all the goodies that are left over, like making a giant batch of tea, right? And they take all that and distill it down, and they make these little capsules. Well, they make like they're tablets, and they're compressed down, so they're not capsulized. And but they are concentrate. And let me tell you, 1 or 2 of those will definitely fight off any beast that you're trying to get. So they closed today early, so plans on Monday to get a couple of those. Thank you to Sam. He wants some as well, because they are rather kick-ass, especially if you travel or whatnot, and you're going to be in places where you're going to have a large diversity of exposure to different things, like if you're going to Disneyland or Universal Studios, getting on a plane with 100 to 400 strangers from around the world. It's always good just to pop up the immune system just a little bit, just to have an edge. And for those people who actually really need it to survive, all the better. Like when I used to go into New York City from upstate New York and the Hudson Valley, I used to have to take like 2, 3, 4 of these to go into the city, because you're constantly going through either Grand Central or the Port Authority, and there's always people coughing and wheezing from all around the world, and then you get on the trains and stuff like that. So that's basically the report from Glenn. Unconditional love a couple days ago rose, and then I get this effect where like the body's kind of burnt out and really needs a lot more rest, and I'm kind of stubborn. I don't necessarily like to go to bed early, even though I will, and I have been, but not as often as I should. So, I like to get some things done, and or watch some sci-fi or something before bedtime. Even do like the holotub meditation and things like that, sacred circuitry, but sleep during this transitional time, especially as you're building up your energy and getting more light energy into your body, more fifth dimensional types of ideas, more transitional energies from 3D to 5D. It is really important to get a lot of rest, and immune system support probably doesn't hurt. At the very least, tweaking your diet so that it's more pure water, organic sources for everything that you possibly can get your hands on, including nuts and all your fruits and vegetables, and meats ideally, to get like non-hormone added and grass-fed type of idea. And I get the cage-free omega-3 eggs and things like that, which I have raw. And these are the types of ideas that make Glenn's body happy. A little low energy today. I went out, but I was out for a short time. I came back. I've been working all day. It's been busy. Yay. It's been busy in the context several-fold for several different things, and life is good. So feeling a bit better. This when unconditional love does come up, it does seem to definitely take its toll on the body. I'm very energetic and, at that high vibration, and it held for a while this last time. Car, something. Unconditional love lasted for a bit, but afterward, it kind of burnt out. And I didn't get to bed as early as I probably should have that night. I did yesterday. So it's this idea of getting an adequate amount of rest to allow the body to make these types of transitions. And I've been I've been tardy in this process because, getting up later in the day, I need like 12 hours of sleep and these types of ideas. Less with the immune system builders, but so I suppose that's what I wanted to share. So, when you sleep in and you get enough rest and the body's kind of happy and you get up and then you have to go to bed early, it's like, it does get a little frustrating, but that is the challenge in this lifetime. Goodies are on the way. Lots of LifeStar glutathione, some more Genesis, and some Protec, which is their probiotic. And Genesis is basically the kernel off of rice, and it's all the bran and all grinded down into a nice tasty powder, which is extremely nutritious. And that's all that I wanted to share. The last notation I would make is we have some bird feeders out here for the hummingbirds, and they love those things, and they know who puts them out, because when I was sitting here and one came up to feed in one of them, and there's nothing in it, because I haven't gone and filled it yet, and it's sitting there, and they have a different, like, cheep and chirp when those things are empty, and they stick around for a second and go, like, dude, can you fill me up here? And when they're full and they're eating, the pattern of cheeping and whatnot is different, and they hang around, and so they're constantly on the move. There's one like sitting up in the tree right now, and I think I'll go and change those out for them, because hot today and running around the desert, it's nice to know you have an oasis to be able to go and re-nourish yourself. The only thing that I found for them, and everything says sugar water is the best thing for them, which I'm kind of surprised, but it's the closest thing to the nectar and the flowers that they can get, artificially, apparently. Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation, coaching life, business, and spiritual. Also retreats. Boys and girls, don't forget retreats. Down below in the description, there are tons of things going on. Follow the link that speaks to your heart and not to your head, and you'll find the information that you wanted in this lifetime. If you do like this video, please do like, subscribe, and share.